Did you know that a recent study has shown that the spider plant was able to remove 95% of chemicals from the air in 24 hours? That's the spider plant right here. This is another one here. It's kind of hard to see. Spider plant. You think that these were hard or complicated to grow, but they're not. I'm going to show you just how easy it is. One spider plant can purify the air in a room up to 200 square feet in size. And a healthy spider plant, its lifespan can be 20 to over 50 years. I just find that hard to believe. The scientific name for the spider plant is Chlorophytum comosum. Chlorophytum comosum. And the other one I'm going to talk about is the wandering Jew. That's this one. It's called Trandescantia zebrina. Zebrina. Z. Can't really see that. I'm going to be showing you how to plant a spider plant today. Although the others are beneficial too. The wandering Jew is also known for its air purification qualities. They're both great house plants. The other one that I have here is it's called Syngonium or an arrowhead plant. That's this one. And it's very easy to propagate in water just from cuttings. What I'm going to be showing you today are different stages. This is an example of one of my spider plant babies. You can see the roots there on it, hopefully. I'm actually going to be planting a few of these guys today to show you how easy it is. And I can verify the air quality thing just from my home. It's unbelievable. I have a lot of plants. I have 157 currently. I've been propagating, doing these type of things for 2 years now. This little guy is actually 2 years old. You can see his leaves are a little broader. But this one is just this year, but they're all from the same mother plant. Also, all of the wandering Jews are from the same mother plant. They vary in sizes. I've got this one. I've also got this one here. And you can see how easy they grow. This one's actually got a new growth, about, I don't know, 3 inches of new growth. And it came from the stem that was on here already. I didn't plant that one. With this one, they just get big and they fall off. And when they fall off, or they tend to die at the root, you cut them off. You either stick them in water and let them grow roots, like this guy here. This is a wandering Jew that I've got, and he's already growing some roots here. He's ready to propagate. This is I've got an arrowhead leaf here, like I showed you. This one has been pretty healthy. I planted this one, oh goodness, just a couple of weeks ago. But it's doing pretty well, and these are just from snippings, just from cuttings that I've picked up from other plants. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I did was I snipped these from the mother plant just yesterday because I wanted them to be fresh. This is how they come off the mother plant. This is a long stem. I'm going to leave this stem on here because this stem, if I leave it on, it'll grow babies. I've already got some that are small like this that are a year old that have the babies coming off already. So I'm going to show you this, how easy it is. So you see we got the roots here. I've got some good soil here already. I literally just picked up this little pot when I was getting some potting soil and thought it could use some plants. So I'm going to put, all you do after you get your roots growing, like I've got here, you can use fancy little dishes like I've got here. I've got one, and I've got a tiny wandering Jew in here, you can see, and also a tiny spider plant. And you can see this one's got really long roots. Let me see if you can see it behind. I'm trying to put it behind something so you can see. Those are the roots on this one. So I'm just going to show you a couple of these. I'm literally just taking them out of their little vessel of water, and I've pre-stuck my holes because I didn't want to make a mess inside. So all I'm going to do is make sure that the top is in my hand. I have all the little leaves in my hand, and I'm just gonna stick this little guy right down in the dirt. This is a tiny one. I didn't know if it was gonna make it or not. It was actually a forgotten one. I have them all over my porch in different vessels growing. This is another one I said I'm gonna leave this on there because this will probably eventually grow more babies. So I'm gonna put him down in there. He doesn't have as long. I just took this one off of the mother plant, but this one with the longer roots was taken off probably a few weeks ago. I just hadn't gotten around to planting them. A lot of people don't like these plants because they do require work if you want to keep them healthy. But they grow babies, and all, like I said, all of these have come from one mother plant. Here's another one. I just took this one off. You can see how it grows. See, I can snip this at each little interval, each little nodule there, and plant a new plant. And depending on the size of the pot that you put it in, it'll get bigger. You can see this one, I've had this one planted for, this is a last year's baby. But you see how huge it is. It's just so big. But then you got this guy here. I put him in a tiny little dog, and it's very healthy, but it's smaller. It doesn't have as much soil and nutrients to grow, so it's not going to. I didn't introduce myself earlier. I'm Tara, and I'm by no means a plant specialist, but I've learned that this is something that's easy, and I like to share it with other people. Anytime there's a birthday or anything like that, guess what I give as gifts? You got it. Plants. Plants. My brother just took 2 home with him when he went back to Virginia Beach last weekend. I'm not going to plant this. I'm going to put this on a bigger one because I want it to grow bigger. I'm going to leave this one altogether, so I'm not going to deal with this little guy right now. What I am doing is find some of these smaller ones that are just in this water. I've just got them in a water cup here. This one has got really long roots. Actually, there's 2 there. Those both need to be planted. This one with the longer roots, I'm not going to put in this one because there's not as much room for it to grow, but this one with short roots, I'm going to just put it right in there with the other ones. And you just have to make sure that you get enough soil at the base, just cover up the roots. So we'll check back on this guy. Maybe I'll bring it when I do my speech in class, but we're gonna take back. I mean, I'll bring him and we'll see how he's doing in a week. Again, I just wanted to reiterate how easy it is. If you like plants, or if you don't like plants, if you want to purify the air in your house, if you've got animals, it's a great, easy thing to do, and I do it because it's like a stress reliever for me. So it's fun. I'm not a gardener by any means, but been growing these for a couple years now, and it's fun. So I just wanted to share with you guys how easy it is. Even if you live in a small space, an apartment, if you got a window, get one of these little guys and stick them up there. They're nice to look at. They're easy. You water them maybe once a week. I do about once a week. They're both water lovers because they can grow in water, both the wandering Jew and the spider plant, and also the airhead leaf. So they're really easy. Just keep the soil moist, and they'll grow and be healthy. And that's all I wanted to say about this. So hope you guys enjoyed this. We'll check back on, I'm gonna probably clean him up a little bit, but we'll check back on this guy next week. Thanks for watching.